All right, I'm going to read the directions and get started. It says, as you did during the lesson, label and represent the product or quotient by drawing discs on the place value chart. So remember, product means you multiply, quotient is division. Okay. So here, 10 times 2 thousandths. So I know that 10 times 2 is 20. So 10 times 2 thousandths is going to get me 20 thousandths. Okay, and we're going to show this here. We're going to start with a thousands. So how many did we start with? We started with 2 thousandths. So I'm going to make 2 dots here in the thousands place. Then I'm multiplying that by 10. So I'm going to turn these into 10 in each row. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Almost ran out of room there. So I'm going to count just to make sure I did it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So anytime you get 10 in one place value, you can circle that and move it over to the higher place value. So 10 of these makes 1 of these. Same here. Okay. So we ended up having 20 over here. That's the 20 thousandths. 20 in the thousandths place. And that becomes 2 in the 10 thousandths place. So 2 10 thousandths. Okay. Let's look at the next one. 10 times 3 10 thousandths. Okay. So 10 times 3 10 thousandths. So we're going to start with 3 in the 10 thousandths place. 1, 2, 3. We're multiplying it by 10, so we're going to make each of these is going to have 10 now instead of just 1. So we have 1, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now I'm multiplying and I have 10. I have much more than 10 actually. If we count, we should have 30 now. So we have 30 10 thousandths. 10 thousandths place, we have 30 in here. Okay. So we're going to circle these groups of 10. And each of these is going to move over and make 100,000. Okay. So we went from 30 10 thousandths. 30 10 thousandths is equal to 300 thousandths. So that's what we're going to put over here. 300 thousandths. Okay. Okay, now the first two we were multiplying. This one in here, C, we are dividing. So it's going to be a little bit different. When we multiply by 10, we move to the left up the place value chart. When we're dividing by 10, we're moving to the right down the place value chart. Okay. So basically we're taking this 4,000 and we're splitting it up into 10 groups. Okay. Now you can't split 4 into 10. So that's why we're going to have to move down, and you'll see here. So let's start with the 4,000s. So let's put 4 in the thousands place value. Okay. Now we're going to move those over here, and each 1,000 is 10 hundreds. So basically we're going to move them over here, but we're going to turn them, and each one is going to have 10 now. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. But now, instead of circling long ways, we're dividing into 10, so we're making 10 groups. So we're going to be going this way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what we essentially did was we divided 4,000s into 10 groups here. And in each group, there are 4 hundreds. So over here, if we're starting over here, we made 40 hundreds, right? 40 hundreds over here. That's how many we made. But then when we divide 40 hundreds divided by 10, it's going to be 4 hundreds. And we couldn't divide those up until we made the 40 hundreds. All right, let's take a look here on the back. It says solve for each expression by writing the solution in unit form and in standard form. Okay, unit form and standard form. Unit form, like here, this is unit form, right? It's got a unit behind it. And then just a number would be standard form. Okay. So the expressions are over here. 10 times 6 tens. Okay, so 10 times 6, I know that that's 60. And here we have our unit is 10. So we have 60 tens. Now, I know that a 10 would add 1 0 to this. A 10 has 1 0, so 60 tens is the same as 600. That's how we would write it in standard form. Okay. 700s times 10. Okay, so 7 times 10, we know that's 70. And our unit is hundreds, so 70 hundreds. Hundred has 2 zeros, so 70 hundreds, if we put 2 zeros at the end of this, would be 7, oops, you should see that, 7,000. All right, next one. 3,000s divided by 10. Okay, so we got to be careful. We're watching these signs. They're important. So if you remember on the last page when we divided, we basically just went to the right one step on the place value chart. So if we're 3,000s, that would essentially turn into 30 hundreds. And if you divide those up into 10 groups, that's going to give you 300s. And of course 300 is written would just be 300. Okay, another division. 6 10,000s divided by 10. Okay, so 6 10,000s, we moved over to the right in the place value chart. That would turn it into 60,000s. 60,000s divided by 10, that would be 6,000. Okay, and we just write that for 6,000s. Write that as 6,000 here. Next one, 10 times 4 thousands. So 10 times 4 we know is 40. Our unit is thousands. And we would write that as 40,000. Okay, 3. Solve for each expression by writing the solution in unit form and in standard form. Okay, so pretty similar, but now kind of like two parts here that are in parentheses. So we have to distribute the 10 here to each part. Okay, so we're going to start 10 times the 4 tens. Now you could write that as either 10 times 4 tens is 40 tens, or based on what we did up here, we should know by now that 40 tens is 400s. That's the first part. And then the 3 ones now. 10 times 3 ones. Well, that could be 30 ones or 3 tens. Now it doesn't really specify how it wants you to write it. As far as the unit, if it wants tens here, hundreds, or ones here, or tens. I'm just kind of simplifying it here to make it easier to write over here in standard form. Well, 4 hundreds and 3 tens, it's going to be 430. Okay, so now we have 10 times 2 hundreds and 3 tens. So 10 times 2 hundreds, 10 times 2 is 20. 20 hundreds, or that would be 2000s. And then the 10 times 3 tens, that would be 30 tens, or 300s. So 2000s and 300s, that's going to be 2,300. Okay, next we have 10 times 7,800s. So 10 times 7, that's 70,000s. Okay, 70,000s is the same as 7 10,000s. And then 10 times 800s, that's 80 hundreds. 80 hundreds is the same as 8,000s. Run out of room here a little bit. Okay, so 7 10,000s, 8,000s. That's going to be 78,000. 7 in the 10,000s place, 8 in the thousands place, and then nothing in the places after that. Okay, the next two are division. So we got to think like we did up here, how we're moving to the right on the place value chart. So 6,000s would, if you divide it by 10, that would just be 600s. 4 tens divided by 10, well, you're going to go one place value over from the tens would be the ones, so that would be 4 ones. So 600s, 4 ones is 604. 4 10,000s, 3 tens divided by 10. 4 10,000s divided by 10. We would go one space to the right, and the place value chart would be 4,000s. And then 3 tens divided by 10 would be 3 ones. Okay, 4,000s, 3 ones. 4,000s, 4 in the thousands place, nothing in the hundreds place, nothing in the tens place, 3 in the ones place. Okay?